Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy IV. Our last episode, on the 8th floor of the Lunar Subterrane, we found one more weapon awaiting to be claimed, facing off against Ogopogo's Deluge to obtain the Massive Unite before descending through floors 9 and 10 to reach 11. There we found foes known as Zemus's Breath and Zemus's Malice awaiting, showing that we were nearing our target as we now step up to fight the final battle. Hello? Is there a save point?
Golbez, Fusoya.
Wait, what? Solid strategy. And they didn't even need ATB bars. It's nearly done. Give your power to Meteor. Very well. Yes, use all your strength. Twin Meteor. Woo! Even when this mortal shell is gone, my spirit will live on. Did they just free him by killing his mortal flesh, i.e. his prison?
We did it. What a waste. Such incredible power, and all of it warped to evil ends.
Hey!
Oh, you've come.
Looks like we were too late. You were supposed to leave him for me.
Cecil.
Cecil.
Zemus. No, Zeromus. This time I will finish what I set out to do. Zeromus, be gone!
It's no use. Meteor isn't working. Golbez, use the crystal. Tread the path of darkness. That crystal will shed no light for you. Your hands will only stain it darker still. Die!
No suffering, no death. My hate will not be stanched until
Indeed. Now's the time we pray for them. No, for the entire world. Hallam, Olam, we must see that all the prayers made here reach Cecil and his friends on the moon.
Cecil, my friend.
This is your chance. Please have courage.
We'll all be waiting for you!
Return safe. For the sake of the whole earth.
Rise up! Our prayers are with you. Come on, you can do it! Cecil! Everyone!
Great moon, please, hear our prayers!
Brother.
Cecil, it must be you.
We obtained the crystal.
Zeromus. This is the end for you, not us.
Here! Let us help you. Their prayers bestow life. Have courage. Trust in yourselves. Their prayers bestow strength. Maintain your focus. Come back to us, Sheer. And their prayers bestow vitality. Moon, shine your light upon them. My brother. Use the hallowed light within you. Allow it to fill the crystal. Show your true face, Zeromus. Their prayers imbue Cecil with holy might. Is he not doing anything? Mind if I take the time to just do a little bit of stuff if you're not going to do anything? I just get a haste out on you quickly, and then switch over to Cecil. Because I'm obviously supposed to use this, right? I don't like him shaking, though. I don't like that at all. Nothing happened? Ah, Zeromus reveals his true nature. That did happen. Not at all worried. The true boss awaits me then. Stardust actually good against you. Cast out a quick slow. Protect and shell will be pretty good too. Hopefully nothing gets countered here. Oh, of course it does. But it's targeted counter. Yeah, we won't attack with you yet. We will jump with you. Black hole? It's just your normal ability. All magic effects nullified. Okay. No buffs. Or maybe not too many buffs. That even got rid of his slow? My Bahama got cancelled because I tried to attack at the exact same time. That counted Osmos. Wait, you counter... How much magic? Oh, man. Don't you make weird noises? What the hell's that shaking about? So he counters summons with stealing MP. Does he counter black magic with the same? Counter flare with just that. Wait, and that didn't even get anything on the scan. Big bang attack! Hiss? Yeah, sure. I'm like dying here. I've got 1 mega elixir. 2 normal elixirs. So was that what the shaking was about? Now everyone has sap too. Black hole counts as magical effects. I've got like loads of elixirs. Oh, you removed the sap. Okay, so casting a like an attack spell against something called counter flare. Let's just wait a second here. We can still get slow and stuff on, which causes like the thingy counter. Getting slow on him for however long I can get slow on him isn't exactly bad. Counter flare isn't horrific after all. He just casts Osmos normally too. Okay, that's fine. He actually using that to cast any special specific spells? Seems like meleeing is actually best at the moment. So he casts that in response to... that was Osmos in response to black magic, if I'm right? Okay, he's getting ready to cast his big crap again. Oh, he healed from flare. What the I didn't even notice that the first time. I guess now I do. So you're gone from whatever big attack is about to happen. You die from this now that I've done the thing. She should survive this. So I've basically done no damage because I think I've just healed him up repeatedly. That was 9999. Okay, much better there. So black magic seems to just go into the pool of doom and not really do anything. Does he only specifically absorb flare? Because he's got weaknesses none and he's got absorb none. Our summons do good damage. What did he counter with summon again? Was that the mass osmos? So I guess all I can do is summon Barmet. I was about to use thingy again. It means I need to get everyone to defend. Edge is dead. So that's still not enough HP to make him survive this attack, I'm pretty sure. If he survives this, I'd be amazed. Yeah, just about not enough. Okay, so the shaking does precede Big Bang. This will be an Osmos, but we got so much MP, and we can always Mega Elixir most of it up. That is such a good hit. Ideally, I want to keep summoning Bahamut, and I want to keep getting, like, Curas up. To restore a little bit of more HP across this party here. Okay, considering he's not doing anything there, I'm going to use Kiraga instead. I'll use a single Cura on you. Once this comes through, Kane goes and does his damage again. Okay, we're in a much better shape now. Okay, Black Hole. Not Big Bang attack. That's just that. So now I cast Slow again. Because he's got rid of my sap, because he's a good boy. So it seems to be only when there's a certain amount of status conditions across the board. So just having steel works. No wonder you do the counter Osmos though. That does mess with my stuff a little bit more. Abby on Cecil. Get Cura out, because that's going to keep Kane topped up. It's weird how Kane's turned into our big damage dealer on that one. He nearly took away enough MP for me to use Thingy, by the way. That was very clever of him. A Mega Elixir will search things out. Or an Elixir. More Bahamuts! The Osmos is going to leave Rydia at 0. She's better off just using Elixir on herself at this point. I try if it does 100 MP, but then the issue is that she just won't have anything. So best to do it like that way. Cecil's out of MP. Not that I really need him to use it. I wonder if Cecil just normally attacks for me here. I could pray. Oh my goodness, the general physical does a lot of damage. I think Kane might be in trouble. Oh, I didn't get off in time. Also, I mean, I could probably stump for a Killer Jar, to be perfectly fair, in the time it takes for his next attack to come out. Good that normal physical does as much damage as it does do, isn't it? All magical effects nullified? Slow. kind of want you to have more HP, Kane, just in case you end up in a defense thing, but to be honest, jumping you away would have been the correct option. You wouldn't have died. We wouldn't have had to res you. Just simply put, we just wouldn't have had to res him. This is, yeah, this is generally what you say, guys, for, isn't it? To be honest, there's probably better items for me to use. I could probably use some of the hourglasses to do some nice fun stuff. I don't know if it would definitely attack, however. Meteor? How low are you getting? Oh! Edge cannot survive a single attack. That boy doesn't care about living. I mean, obviously he does, but still. Get Kiraja. We can attack normally, most likely. Attack normally. I want the Kiraja to come out first. I even gave him the rhythm for extra magic defense, you know? It's not like I can have Shell on. It will dispel. And to be honest, if he dispels, wouldn't that just be him using a move? That's a good point. Is that actually it?
You've truly done it. I'd no idea there was such strength in you. You of the blue planet may have already grown more powerful than we of the moon.
It does rather look that way, doesn't it?
But what of the final words Zeromus spoke?
As long as there is darkness.
There will always be evil in men's hearts. We, all of us, bear a touch of darkness, just as surely as we bear light, much as with the twin sets of crystals. And the darkened underworld that rests beneath your planet's brighter surface. But as long as there is darkness, so will there always be light. Just as the light within you rose to overcome the shadow cast by Zemus.
Well, now that you mention it, I did feel a bit of glow.
Are you joking? It's a miracle Zemus didn't end up using you.
My love of justice kept him at bay, no doubt.
Well then, the time has come for me to join my people in their sleep. What will you do now?
We will return to our planet.
Our friends are waiting.
I see. You are lucky to have such friends. I look forward to the day we can meet again.
Might you permit me to accompany you?
You would join me?
I would. I cannot return. Not after all I've done. And I would very much like to meet my father's people. at least one time.
I see. Yes, our blood flows in your veins too. You know this will be a very long slumber.
I do. Cecil, you called me brother. I suppose I can expect no more than that. All you've suffered until now has been because of me.
We must go now and sleep. We will pray for the peace of your planet. Come, let us go.
Yes.
Cecil,
Is this all right, letting him go?
your brothers.
Farewell.
Cecil?
Farewell, my brother.
Birth from womb of dragon's morn, born unto the stars, by light and darkness cast aloft, our dreamtide oathsly sworn. Moon is swathed in ever light, never again to no eclipse. Earth with hallowed bounty reconciled, yet fleeting is the reverie when moon from shadow has egressed. Guided forth anew by light made manifest, two bound by ties of blood, by time and fate then rest apart, unto lunar light and Gaian breast. Wait, we were still inside! Well then, let us begin today's lesson. Alright. Where is Palom? Oh, not again. So I cast a mighty blizzard on the raging fires of Mount... When are you gonna stop that? The Elder's furious with you. How many times must I tell you the same thing before it sinks into that thick skull of yours? You've a deal of growing up to do if you ever plan to be the sort of mage Teller was. 2 more hours to spell transcription for you. Aw, not again. You've only yourself to blame, you know. Your young highness, you are the heir to our kingdom's throne. You have responsibilities. I know that. Then might I suggest you stop chasing after this daydream maiden of yours and start fulfilling some of them? Right. A little more sincerity would go a long way. But, Rydia, there's not a girl in this world that will ever come close to you. Your Highness! She has become a fine young woman indeed. And I think she would return here to us. Rydia! Rydia, why do I have fangs? I want to be the same as you. What do you mean? We're all the same. There's no difference between humans and Eidolons. The Fey March is going to become a very interesting place in the days ahead, isn't it? Most certainly, and not one not lacking for beauty. All that matters is what's inside us. Isn't that right, Cecil? Honey, You're a queen now. Won't you make a little effort to speak like one? Why did you end up taking over? Yang, you know I can't stand all that prim and proper stuff. Oh no, it's already past time for today's training. Come along. Yes, Your Highness. What? There's the king right there, though. Why? What? Did he stand down? Fell to defend his kingdom or something? What? I'm really confused. Why is he there? Always running out on me. Do not fault your husband. He'll build a fine new football for us all. I've no doubt of it. He did just literally stand down. Just seems weird with him there. Edward doesn't have too many in the way of subjects, does he? Prince Edward! Sing us a song about the paladin again. I'll be most happy to, but not until you finish your chores for the day. You want the castle to be back the way it was again, don't you? Of course! But you promise you'll sing it, right? Anna. Please wait for me. I must be strong and live on here for the people of Damsian. Be at peace with Tella. Lolly-ho! Listen up, dwarfs. We're gonna make this castle good as new again. Your Majesty, we've not the materials. And scrap the tanks, they'll see no more use now anyhow. Good. I wonder how Cecil and the others are doing. I've just received some good news in that regard. Cecil and Rosa have become the king and queen of Baron. Really? Save the world, become kings and queens of everything. And not only that, we've been invited to the coronation. Yay! Your Majesty, you're not helping at all. Didn't I tell you to go and scrap the tanks? Lolly-ho! Cecil, Rosa. I have no right to bear witness to your joy. Not like this. I will temper myself. Here, I'll mount ordeals. And then when I become an even finer dragoon than my father, perhaps then I can return. Until that day comes, I can but wish you well. Wouldn't expect someone to have long hair while wearing that helmet, would you? 'Cause, like, oh my! What is it? The moon! It's... see for yourself! I mean, I'm confused. Aren't we on the planet? How are they... what? How are they seeing them... what? How are they seeing the... what? I don't see anything happening to the moon. Oh, something going on over there. How does this telescope work? That's the true mystery. Magic, of course. Thank you. Wait, the moon's coming out! It's coming right for us! What? What is it, Cecil? Nothing, I could have sworn I heard my brother's voice. You did? It must have been my imagination. What are you two still doing here? It's a beautiful sunny day and there's no time to be lounging about. I'm sorry, you must have lost track of time. You'll have all the time you want later to get that lovey-dovey stuff out of your system. Come along, Rosa. Or should I say, Your Majesty? Please, I'll always be Rosa to you, Sid. Really? You mean it? Well then, Rosa, a bride can't be going without makeup. I've got a maid already. We best hurry along. Of course. It's been a long time since we've seen everyone, hasn't it? They'll be arriving soon. You'd best hurry too, Cecil. Right. I heard it. I'm sure of it. My brother. He said farewell. You should change their armor from their dark pallor, I feel. Act more royally, you royals. No one has any decorum in this place. And they all lived happily ever after. Or did they? That was Final Fantasy 4. At least the games that came out originally, but not originally. Normal mode. 3D remake version. And I point that out because the version we played is easier than the original DS version of the game, which is the hard mode. And they put normal mode into this, and it still had enemies that could knock you out in basically one turn. If you were just unlucky with RNG and all that. It still had enemies that would take you out in the blink of an eye. Bosses that would just like mess with you with status effects. It was insane. And that was the normal mode. That wasn't the mode as it released on the DS in the first place. That's crazy. Like the hardest, definitely, obviously the hardest Final Fantasy I have ever played. By a mile. Without a shadow of a doubt. And that wasn't even as it released on the DS. What a crazy game. Well, there you go. Zeromus defeated, but maybe to return. The moon went off with the crazy telescope pointed in a weird direction. So who knows where? Moons flying around? Who'd have ever heard of that? And now a colourful host of characters. Oh! You wanna go on a date? Go. What? No. No. Fail. All installed as royalty/leaders to their places. Wait, you're dead, aren't you? Well, it doesn't mean you can't show up. Doesn't mean those characters can't show up. Played DS FF3 and then get back to me on the hardest FF I've ever played statement? Well. Chill out. Don't throw me down the rabbit hole of even more crazy in the future. But that brings our Final Fantasy playthroughs up to somewhere around 7 on the channel. Having done, of course, 7 Remake, 8, 9. What else? I'm trying to remember. 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns. More than 7 then. 15. Having done Final Fantasy 14 on stream. And to be honest, if I had to say a Final Fantasy that I'd like to play next, it would definitely be Final Fantasy VI. Because that's the one I've wanted to play the most for a long time on the channel. Just as playing like the best version, which hasn't been that available to play. But it's got a pixel remaster coming out relatively soon. So that might be my next Final Fantasy target. We will see. We will see. As Naming Way leaves us behind a little bit back after that crazy side quest where he found love and then he just got Wanderlust again and went off again. I felt the 3D remake version was the best one to do. Not because of the difficulty, but I feel like having the cutscenes and the models moving and all that does bring life and expression where 2D doesn't at times. That is not to say that I'm like, oh, 2D games old, yuck. Like, I'm very excited to hopefully play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster in the future. But it was more just the thing, like, I think it's more expressive in this, like, YouTube medium. And I think it's also a lot, as I got when I put up the question of what version should I play, I think it was the version of this game that most people actually did play, or more people that watched did play. For being younger, after all. Because Final Fantasy IV, correct me if I'm wrong, was actually released as Final Fantasy II a long time back, long ago in the West. So many people may have actually just straight up missed it when it was originally released. The 3D remake, maybe the first version they got to check. And man, did they get beaten up by this game as well. The crazy that there is. Yeah, give us a sub. So yeah, looking forward to Final Fantasy VI next. I have... Whoop, nearly pulled out my thing. I have, just to say, got After Years as well. But we'll see somewhere down the road if I tackle that at any point in time. Because it is actually a sequel to this game. As I get super copyrighted probably for the music. That takes place in the future and continues what you could say is more the story of the Blue Planet, as I understand it, rather than the characters that we know. But I don't know much about it in that sense. That is one of the other reasons why I actually picked the 3D remake, because if we do the After Years in the future, the After Years does have the same visual look to this game. So therefore, it's not jarring to go from 2D to 3D. The battle system, everything remains the same. And I'd like to say in the credits for once, thank you to one of the mods, Simawen, for figuring out the fix to the crashing problem that we had earlier on in this Let's Play. Because I was looking, I couldn't find that exact one fix. I did honestly look and try things, but it was Silma that found the thread in the end that finally nullified the crashes. So if you've got issues, though of course if you're watching the credits, I'm sure you're not having issues. You probably already dealt with it. Enabling the Steam thing. That's all you need to do. Of course, you could just be playing this on the DS yourself, and more. Also, as I understand it with this game, there is post-game super bosses. But, big but, you actually have to play the game twice more to really get everything in this game and unlock things. So, we're probably not going to actually see them, because that would require to go through the game more than once and jump through some hoops to see that kind of content. So if you're interested in it, hey, check out YouTube. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot of guys out there with it for you to watch. As a family looks at the moon, we come to the end of yet another Let's Play. Final Fantasy IV is complete. I apologize yet again for the crashings earlier on, but with the power of editing, it probably wasn't too bad for those on the YouTube. For those on the Twitch, it must have been abhorrent. Hey, it wasn't my idea thing. I didn't know it would do that. It's not like it comes with a massive crash warning or anything. It was all sorted out. And in the end, we got to enjoy a game that at times scared me for the sheer output of damage and danger. And then remembering yet again that that wasn't even the difficulty level that was released on the DS is crazy to me. That said, base Final Fantasy IV seems like the easiest thing in the world. When you hear about the facts that most of those bosses don't have any of those mechanics, it's like, oh, okay. They decided to 3D remake. They decided, yeah, let's really challenge the people who do it. I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad thing, isn't it? If you're going to remake a game, give someone an extra level of challenge to spice it up, not just have them play through the same game completely again while hitting the same beats. Add to it with the more faithful translation. So with that said and done, thank you for watching this Let's Play. We will see you for more in the future, whatever it may be. The next Let's Play on the channel is most likely to be Pokemon Arceus. So I'll see you for that. And I will wait silently for Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Join me for more Let's Plays and more Final Fantasy in the future. And I will see you guys around. Bye-bye.